Christmas is a season of gifts and giving. In fact, I have begun receiving and giving. Christmas is the season when God gifts us His very self. Christmas is a time when Jesus comes in our midst to give us God's love. And therefore, Christmas for us is a time to experience God in our midst, not just in mystery, but in reality. Today we are grateful for God chose to be in our midst, that we can have the privilege also to be in His midst. Christmas is not a one-time gift. And for this reason, we have been reminded in Paul's letter to the Hebrews that God has always sought entering into our midst. God has desired this communication and this communion with us. Even in the time of our ancestors, God has desired to be in our midst. And it says, in times past and in different occasions, God has spoken to our ancestors. But in this very time, in the appointed time, God spoke to us in the opportunity of His Son, Jesus Christ. Today also we remember that God did not love us just today. God's love has been always. And for this reason, we should be grateful. For even in our difficulties, God never abandoned us. Isaiah the prophet tells us today to rejoice. For those who are privileged to see God's presence, rejoice. Because many have sought to see this, but never saw it. Many have sought to experience God's presence, but maybe have not experienced it as we have. Today we are a lucky people. We are a fortunate people. Christmas, it's God's gift to us. We have received. It's an imperative. We too must give. Beyond our giving of material gifts, for some giving toys, giving food, giving money to friends and loved ones, and even strangers, rightly so, Christmas is a time to share God with others. Who would you tell about Jesus? Who would you tell Jesus to this Christmas? Who would you share the gift of God with this Christmas? Today we pray that God will give us the grace to appreciate Him as gifts. A gift that has never stopped giving. To appreciate Him as a gift to us as individuals, to our Christian community, and to the community at large. God is in our midst. Despite our pains, despite our worries, despite our projection of even a bleak future, we should never forget that God is in our midst. When a child has a father or a mother in his or her midst, the child is confident that no matter what happens here and now, my Father, who is greater than I, will have the last say, will have the last laugh. We as Christians are confident people. We as Christians are happy people because we have a hope in our God who never fails His promise. He has promised to be with us to the end of time. Christmas is an opportunity when we live in mystery, God in our midst. May our Christian communities not go bleak of this presence of God in our midst. May we not be so worried, so discouraged that we are not able to communicate a God who lives in us and a God who wants us to live with and through Him. Christmas is a time of joy. Joy is in the air. It's my prayer that our joy will not just be a material joy, but will be a joy rooted in the promise of God. Remember, Christmas is God in our midst. We are a fortunate people. And may God bless you all. And I wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas. Never forget that God is in our midst. And if God is with us, who can be against us? God bless you.
We have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Ancient words ever true, changing thee and changing you. We have come with open hearts. have come.